going back to what I know to do. I know how to fish. I'm going back to what I know to do. Hopefully that will satisfy me. But again, he fished all night long and caught nothing. So after Jesus had shown that he was the Lord from glory, he began to question. Peter said, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, Lord, you know I love you. And God began to tell him to feed his sheep, his lambs, and his sheep again. He began to tell him, I want you to feed them for me. Now we find out that Peter realizes that, amen, what I want to do, fishing, is not what God called me to do. Although I'm a good fisherman, that's not what God called me to do. And let me tell you, some of us in here are good at something, but don't mean that's what God called you to do. And until we can fulfill what God has called us to do, you're not going to have that satisfaction. There was another occasion when Jesus had gone to visit in the house of Martha and Mary. He went in the house and he got in there. Martha was a dynamite cook. Girl could burn some business. So she had cooked. She was a good housekeeper. She had got everything together, and there Jesus had gone to the house. And after going to the house there, there's another little girl there named Mary. Mary had gone into his feet and was around Jesus' feet all the time, ministering to Jesus. And then she, in other words, she was working smart. Martha was doing all this work, but she wasn't working very smart. She assumed that what Jesus wanted was bread and somewhere decent. She assumed that. But the Bible said that Mary chose another part. So now this girl is at the foot of Jesus. And of course, you know if you go to somebody's house, the cook is the one that get all the praise. Child, you sure can cook. My God. Oh my God. Can't nobody cook ribs the way you cook ribs. But when you consider Jesus, Jesus is not interested in ribs and greens and biscuits. He's interested in something else. So when you go to satisfy him, don't try to grease him down. You got to give him what he wants. Something on the inside of Mary said he wants something else other than all of these pies and greens and cakes. I think I'm going to work a little smart. So she got at Jesus' feet and began to be there to listen from him. There was something on the inside of her that said, this man won't worship. It ain't that stuff he wants. This man eats bread that you can't see, because this is what he told the woman at the well. He said, I've eaten some meat that you didn't give me. It's not on this earth. I've eaten that kind of meat. So she found out you can't go down and get him a Big Mac and think he's going to be satisfied with it. That's not what he's looking for. So, you know, at his feet. Amen. And let me tell you something. Good worship trumps good cooking. Let me say that again. Good worship trumps good cooking. But let me tell you something else. If you can cook and worship.
Come on, Bishop.
Oh my God, you got a winning combination. And so Mary couldn't cook all that good, but she knows how to worship God. And as a result of being able to worship God, amen, Jesus said, look at him, Martha, I like the biscuits and all the other kind of stuff. But Mary had chosen the best part. Amen. And since she has chosen the best part, that will not be taken away from her. So now she has impressed Jesus. She has impressed him. And God is always impressed when we give him true worship from our hearts. We got to know what it is that he made us to do. And then we got to be busy doing what God has called us to do. There's a song they sung years ago, and that